Welcome to Heroic Elite Breaking the Ranks. I'm doing this quest because there's a really nice item, the Sage's Skull Cap, that comes out of this. It says guaranteed end reward. And it's got Radiance lore on it. I'll show you that at the end. So, back to level 20. Yes, I epic reincarnated. Actually, this is my second epic reincarnation. Um, Picked up an extra primal and an extra divine, so I've got a little more PRR and a little more hit points from before. So we had the big changes, we had the big balance pass. Um, Heavy armor, not so much, not I should say not as much of a viable option for an enlightened spirit. It's still doable, but it's a lot less attractive. You do get some bonuses for wearing medium armor, and those bonuses combined with the fact that now you have arcane spell failure when you're dealing with heavy armor. It costs 2 extra feats to get the benefits of the heavy armor, and it's just, to me, not as worth it anymore. I don't want to deal with that arcane spell failure. I can get it down to 4%. I couldn't get it past that on the drow. There might be some ways to get it better than that, like on a like if you had a level of wizard maybe and had some of the arcane spell failure reduction from Eldritch Knight. Now, I'm going to con build. I did that during the first epic reincarnation. I blasted through that life in 2 days though, because right now the Night Revels challenges or Night Revels events going on, the challenges are massive XP, and so I just really trying to take advantage of that. The con build put me at over 2,000 standing hit points at endgame without any of the temporary hit points. So I'm still refining things as far as trying to accomplish my goal. I've already made some attempts. I don't want to give anything away, but I do feel that that goal is within reach. I do need to tweak some things and experiment with some things, though. Okay, so where are we at? Enhancements, I think, are exactly the same. Wow, that took a while to come up. No changes here whatsoever. With equipment, first thing I want to say is don't forget you do have the option to get these +1 and 2 tomes of physical resistance, magical resistance, melee range power, universal spell power. So I just picked up my first one for Voodoo, so I'm going to eat that now. And if you're not familiar with those, they do appear under special feats. Inherent physical resistance. In fact, a lot of things are appearing in this special feats category now. So here are your tomes, for example. And so now you can look to see what kind of tome you have, if you've forgotten. Because before, when you looked at your character sheet and you did the hover over, it would only show the maximum bonus you could have for that level. But, you might have a higher bonus waiting for you when you get higher level. When you look at that special feats category, it's going to tell you what you have. Also want to mention a couple nice items for this level range. This is level 21 with the Seal of House Sind. Comes in a couple varieties that are going to be nice for a Warlock. Insightful Charisma 2 and Charisma 7. Both have Potency 68, Wizardry 9. Pretty nice. I probably won't wear those, but wanted to mention those options. So I'm starting to refine my gear a little bit. Things change because of the armor situation, and I'm starting to pick up some pieces for this level range, or some more pieces. So one of the changes right away is I'm using medium armor. Before I was using the heavy blue dragon scale. Now I've got the breastplate of the shining sun. This comes from the cleric trader in Evening Star. this is not a bad medium armor option for level 20. It's got resistance 6, vitality 20. It's got an armor bonus of 20. So pretty you know, if you've been playing a while, you probably have plenty of those commendations, cleric commendations in your bag. So this should be a really easy thing to pick up. The Braces of Wind are the same, and Epic Ring of the Buccaneer, I believe I was using that from before. The Sapphire Defense is redundant. I need to put something better in there, but I just, you know, I'm blowing through these levels so fast that I'm not spending a whole lot of time trying to make everything perfect. But each time I go through an epic life, I'll tweak the gear a little bit more. But it's got good luck +2 and dex on there, which is helping me. The protection is redundant as well. Kundrock Delving Boots for permanent freedom of movement. That's the same. Purple Dragon Gauntlets, the same. Insightful Con 2, Strength 7, Healing Amp. This is new, the Guardian's Ring. Awesome, awesome ring. This is a level 19 ring. I've got a Diamond of 6 in there, Intelligence 6, so it's making it minimum level 20. I've got Intelligence 6 in there because that's +3 to Universal Spell Power. This does remind me that this iteration, I went, as I said, I'm doing a con build now. So I did maximum Constitution. I started with a 16 Con, as high as I get as a Drow. Only started with an 18 Charisma, and then a 16 Intelligence. But I probably want to back off that Intelligence a little bit because I ended up with just too many skill points. I put a lot of points in UMD this time. I was able to actually max out. Let's see, I was able to max out concentration, I was able to max out balance, I was able to max out intimidate, perform, spellcraft, and 22 ranks in UMD. And that is totally not necessary on a warlock because you already get so much bonus to use magic device. But one of the cool things is, with a UMD of this high, you can actually use Scrolls of Deadly Weapon. So I love to carry a little stack of these and hit my guildies in raids when we're doing, like, you know, epic elite raids and there's no artificer around. They do appreciate that. And these have a, can't buy these, but you know, you can save them up. And they have a UMD check of 60, pretty high. Alright, got all these keys here from doing the Night Rebels event. Where are we at? Oh, the ring comes out of what goes up. Heroic. Sheltering 24. Highest PRR item in the game. That says and magical resistance, but I believe that changed. No, that's providing me MRR. How about that? But it looks like... I'm not really sure how that's working now. I guess it's maybe just from armor that is physical resistance rating. Guess sheltering still affects both. That's cool. But comes out of what goes up. I just got done doing Heroic Elite, and it was just a breeze. I mean, it was just so ridiculously easy. I barely took any damage. I suspect that this quest will be about the same. Still got the Min 2 belt. I got Con 6 on the cloak. Probably should have something else on there. Still got the Epic Blasting Chime. Don't need the Sapphire Spell Agility anymore, so I need to figure out something else to put in there. Got Master's Gift 2. This has got your Evocation Focus 2. 90 Sonic Spell Power. Great for Enlightened Spirit. Fey Pact. And it's got Sonic Lore 16%. Totally awesome item. Must have, in my opinion, for Fey Pact. Charisma 6, Kinetic Lore. Don't really need Kinetic Lore because, as you know, I'm using Utter Dark Blast, which is changing my base force damage into evil damage. And so evil damage is affected by Radiance and Radiance Lore, not Impulse and Kinetic Lore like force damage. So don't really need the Kinetic Lore. The only thing that is helping me with would be like the physical damage on Everett's Black Tentacles, which is not really a big deal. So probably should figure out something else to do there. Got the Concordant Opposition helmet. And these are the same: Conjuration Focus 2, Perform 13, nothing special. I'm using Fanion now instead of the Light and Darkness. This has no arcane spell failure. I've got a Ruby of Radiance 90 in there. So that's different than what I was using at this level before. And I've got the Epic Ornamental Dagger. This comes from Three Barrel Cove, the special event that they do, 3-4 times a year. This is upgraded to Tier 3, level 20 version. This has got Potency 52. That's not really going to do much for me because I already got Radiance covered, and I already got Sonic Spell Power covered. So Everid's Black Tentacles, the damage there is going to be affected by Potency. That's, I think, literally the only thing that it's going to affect. And then it's got Spell Lore 3%. I don't have Radiance Lore right now, but I will after this quest because I'm getting that Skull Cap. Alright, enough of that. Let's do the freaking quest. And champions get little pumpkins above their heads during night revels. So moving away from the heavy armor frees up 2 feats, and so I think I'm just gonna do the toughness and epic toughness route, and that's gonna give me like something like a extra, with all bonuses considered, something like an extra 100 hit points. Like shooting fish in a barrel. So here, you can use the shrine in between waves. But if you do that, you'll miss out on an extra chest. I don't know if that even gives anything, but we certainly don't need to shrine on a warlock. Last night, we had our Halloween event, and that was so much fun on Sarlona. It went almost 4 hours. We took that until 1:45 in the morning. Costume contest, 100 trivia questions. Costumes were really cool. We don't, like I put in the post, we don't really have costumes in DDO, but so I was just saying, we're looking for creativity, and some people have some really cool costumes. Pictures in the Sarlona forum. Floating remnant. So, I can't even remember if I said this at the beginning because I'm so freaking tired, but it's 6 o'clock in the morning right now, and I'm way tired. So, I feel a little loopy right now. probably sound pretty tired too. Not even having to use tentacles or sleet storm or anything. It's just, just walking through the stuff. This is level 21 on Heroic Elite. As I've talked about throughout the series, and as I posted, one of my goals is to be able to tank the Epic Elite Fire and Thunder Peak Red Dragons and stay toe-to-toe with them even through the big 400% buff. And, that's, for me, it's really about the challenge of doing that. And doing it with these artificial constraints I'm putting on myself, Drow, pure Warlock, I think is making it even more of a challenge. But, these choices were about flavor. I like them, and I do like that challenge of trying to accomplish that. I picked that because, it's kind of the gold standard right now in tanking. I mean, that's the toughest boss in the game. I mean, that I can take out 400% damage. When they're doing 400% damage, I mean, it's just ridiculous. And if you can stay toe-to-toe with those dragons at that point and live to tell about it, I think that's awesome. But, and here comes the but, it's almost, a moot point at this point, because in 6 weeks, plus or minus, we're going to have the next update, which is going to be Epic Shroud, Epic Tempest Spine, Epic Green Steel, and, level 30, there's going to be more feats, there's going to be more gear, so trying to build to accomplish that level 28, like I said, kind of a moot point. So I might just kind of drag the series out a little bit and, work towards accomplishing that goal for, as level 30 as the cap, because, I mean, that's going to be the new DDO coming up just around the corner. But that's not to say that I don't think I can accomplish my goal with the level cap of 28. I think I can. In fact, I kinda already know the answer. But I've already said too much. Where the heck's the quest giver for this one? Sage's Skullcat. This is it. Fortification 100%, that's redundant with the Min 2 belt. But it certainly is a nice source of fortification. Radiance lore 15%, that is badass. And Radiance 84, so super nice item. This is going on my head. Gonna craft some green steel goggles and move some other things around. So super cool item for Enlightened Spirit. Check that out. Thanks for watching. If you have questions about my videos, you can respond on YouTube. If you have questions about my build, you can respond in the Warlock forums on DDO.com. And if you happen to be on Saralona, you are welcome to send me a tell.